All right.
All right, guys. Good afternoon. I'm Dom.
I am Jamie.
And welcome back to the Cutting Room Floor. Like and subscribe because we know you like the content.
Yeah, share if applicable.
Yep. You know, if one of your homies, your mom, your dad, your wife, sister, girlfriend, side piece, whatever, any of them people fuck with any of these movies we talking about, send them this. Be like, listen, we know you're work not doing nothing anyway. Put this on. We ain't bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, it's about time, guys. We've been keeping promises. I'm going to stop saying that because it's at this point we're known for it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
anyone who listens regularly knows.
Yeah, we keep promises. They may not be in the time frame we say, but we do keep them.
Yes,
and we're here keeping another one. We've been saying Scott Pilgrim. One of my friends was like, "Dom, I watched like 3 straight episodes, and y'all keep saying y'all doing Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, really?
What the fuck are you doing, Scott Pilgrim?"
Yeah.
Like, it's coming.
Yeah. Well,
like, here we are. Scott Pilgrim. What is it? Versus the World?
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. 2010. Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Co-written and directed by Edgar Wright.
That's my dude.
This is probably one of the best comic book adaptations ever put to film.
It might be, but I didn't read the comic, so I couldn't tell you.
You can because you've seen the movie.
Okay, well,
it's almost like
all right, bet.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you talk about the comic book in a second.
I've only read, I think I told you, like 4 out of 6 parts, so
that's enough.
So I think the 6th part came out right before the movie did.
Okay.
So by then I was like,
You're like, I'm a little burnt. I'm gonna just watch this film, and that's it. Well, let's get some stats popping. First of all, everybody knows this film. This is kind of a cult classic at this point.
Yeah, it made zero money when it came out. I think,
which is kind of crazy.
I think I was the only one who went to see it when it came out.
That's crazy. I didn't see it until. Did I see it? No, I didn't see this in theaters. But I saw it like as soon as it got out of theaters. Like my boy bought it on DVD or whatever. We watched it.
I think the second week it was out, it was in second-run theaters already.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like Kenny Square.
Yeah, Kenny Square.
Yeah, that's where
for $4.
That's where I had to go see it because it wasn't at.
You're like, all right, I got some time. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it just came out last week.
Ago, right?
Why is it here already?
You're like, well, save you some money.
Yeah,
they got them cheap snacks, man.
But I fell in love with it as soon as I saw this movie.
It's a fun time. It's a fun film. Especially, like, for me, when it came out, I was really into movies like this, which is why I'm shocked that I didn't love it more on my initial viewing. Because I've seen it a few times. It's probably like the 4th time I've seen it throughout life.
Wow.
But it's been very spread out. So, like I said, it's been at least 10 plus years since I've watched it, though.
Really?
Yeah, so I was excited to watch it because I'm like, let me go back and see.
I have to show you a picture really quick.
Okay.
Ryan Lee O'Malley drew this. He's the guy who did the comic.
Uh-huh.
And
dude, it looks like...
If you see how Scott Pilgrim is...
He looks like the kid from Barbie.
Alan,
that's what his name is.
Who was played by...
Michael Cera.
That's why he drew the picture.
That's actually hilarious.
That is great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
This movie should be called Somehow Michael Cera Gets a Bunch of Cute Girls.
Yeah.
But God, that's funny.
I'm sorry. Anyway, yes, it should be called that.
Yeah, but let's get some stats on it. Rotten Tomatoes, 83%.
Really? Is that it?
Yeah, man, that's pretty good, especially for a movie like this.
Yeah, I guess you're right. A big budget, big studio film that kind of went nowhere.
Yeah, it went nowhere. On a property no one really knew about.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, a Canadian comic book.
Yeah, Canadian comic.
It's very that appeal is.
Yeah, it's very Canadian.
Yes.
Maybe that's my. I don't know. I love Canada. Old Canada. Yeah. Well, something about Canada just feels so cold to me.
What is it? Is it the temperature?
Yeah, that and I don't know. There's something about Canada. I do like a lot of Canadian stuff. I like David Cronenberg. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Canadians. I like a lot of good Canadian skaters. A lot of good Canadian actors.
Yeah,
comedians, all that. Yeah. Musicians even. You know? So Canada got it popping, but I don't know. It just always feels cold in Canada. Like this whole movie feels freezing. Like while I was watching it, I was just was like, it's not cold in my house, but it feels cold.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
yeah. Like when he and Ramona are walking,
man. I'm like
Yeah.
everywhere, everybody wearing jackets. I'm like, I'm just so over winter.
Well, they're in Toronto, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Toronto.
yeah.
You know where your boy Drake is from?
Oh my goodness,
Justin Bieber.
wow,
You know,
wow. So Degrassi.
Yeah, hey, great show. That's probably the best thing to ever come out of Canada.
What about SCTV, Second City Television, that gave us Eugene Levy, gave us John Candy?
Gave us wait, John Candy's Canadian?
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
Gave us Rick Moranis.
You just got to bump up Canada.
Did you ever see the movie Strange Brew with Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas?
No.
About what are they, the McKenzie brothers?
No, I've never seen it.
It's from Second City TV. It's characters they did on there.
It's a TV movie?
No, it's real. Yeah, it's a real comedy movie.
Were they kind of like I know kids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Were they like a second-rate SNL?
Kind of. It's like a lot of Second City is like, in Chicago, and they just opened up one in Canada, not just now, but like, back then. So it was like the Canadian version, and Lorne Michaels would always poach
the actors.
Yeah, talent.
He's like, you know where the real money is.
So it's not really like an SNL ripoff. It's like people doing what they did on stage, just on TV.
Okay.
And then usually people that are in like Second City or the Groundlings or some of these like improv places like that end up going to SNL. Colbert started out at Second City.
All right, dude.
Not in Toronto, but I think in Chicago.
They produced some talent,
So all of them in Strangers with Candy. Paul Dinello, Amy Sedaris, Stephen Colbert, they met at Second City, I believe.
I love Canada.
Yeah. Well, they're Chicago.
Yeah, they're Chicago.
But they went, I think they were tour all over, but there is a Second City, I believe, in Toronto.
Canada, I love you. All right, I've been to your country. You guys were nice when I was there. I appreciate you. I love you. You guys got some good films. There's a French-Canadian film that you guys have called Lawrence Anyways, and it's absolutely phenomenal. But anywho, IMDb 7.5, pretty good. Letterboxd 3.9. So those are good scores across the board. The film, or the audience, and the critics like the film. So that's good. So let's get into this thing. So this guy here, he knows about the comics and the films, and this guy even watched the fucking table reading. So
I did.
Yeah, so he's a super nerd.
Yeah, from the COVID era.
So I'll let you run through it. So go ahead, tell us about Scotty P.
Well, Scott Pilgrim versus the World is based on the comic book by Brian Lee O'Malley, as most people know. It starts off with Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life is part one.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie does a great job of adapting the books. The books have a little more to them because they take up more space.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about a young man in his early 20s, 23.
I think he says 23.
22
or 3. I think
yeah.
20. She's like, you're old. He's like, I'm only 22.
Yeah.
She's like, you're like 28. Yeah.
So it's this kid after high school just kind of being listless and just schlepping around, going in and out of relationships.
Yeah, he's in a band.
He's in a band. He starts dating a 17-year-old.
Yeah, high school girl, which is a huge, huge, huge deal throughout the entire film.
Yes. She's 17. She's
Chinese. That's a huge deal also.
And it's a private school, so she wears
a private outfit. Yep, the whole nine.
Yeah. And he, it's just about him becoming obsessed with another girl.
While he's with another. While he's trying to get over another girl.
Yeah, because he's still in his morning period. He still likes
envy.
Yeah, so Natalie.
Sorry.
It's been a long time since anyone's called me that. Maybe they should.
They should.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's about being young and dumb and not knowing what you want out of life.
For sure.
Because he's not really working.
He's not doing shit.
His roommate, his gay roommate Wallace, brilliantly played by Kieran Culkin.
Brilliantly. Best character.
Yes. You know me. Hey, it's that guy. Yeah, like, oh God, Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin killed this. Bro.
He did.
He plays supporting roles so well, man.
And Scott, I mean, okay, so it starts off with him bragging about dating a high schooler.
Yep.
And to his bandmates. And the drummer in the band he used to date in high school.
Yeah, he dated her too. She Kim.
Yeah, and he ends up telling his roommate. His roommate tells his sister
right away.
Yeah, right away.
Like he'll tell him, and then she calls him like right after.
Yeah, he's like, "How did you?"
Miles told me.
That gossipy bitch.
Gossipy bitch.
You know me.
You know me.
And so it kind of goes from there. He does these things, but he keeps seeing this woman like in his mind, and he meets her in real life. She's a delivery person for Amazon. Amazon.ca.
Back in the day.
Yeah. What's the website for Amazon.ca? Amazon.ca. Oh yeah. So he meets her. He becomes obsessed with her.
Unhealthy.
And yes. Yeah.
He's dreaming, but he's literally dreaming about this woman.
Do you know who this girl is? Yeah, that's Ramona Flowers. Yeah,
he's like, yo, I'm like, how does everyone know this bitch but you? I'm like, that's insane.
She's from New York.
From New York, right? Everyone knows her whole fucking story.
Yeah. So he finds out about her. She's at this party that they end up going to. He meets her. He ends up going out with her.
Aubrey Plaza tells him to stay away from her.
Yes.
She's the coolest girl there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't want you hitting on the coolest girl at my party.
Yeah.
And this is what, like, when Aubrey Plaza is like early. This was, is this pre-Parks? No, it's during Parks.
It's during Parks, okay.
Yeah. So it's like she'd just been, whatever her name is in Parks and Rec. Yes. Yeah. She'd just been April, really. Because before that, I think she was on 30 Rock as a page. And I think that's how she started out.
Wow.
As a page. And then she would do like Upright Citizens Brigade, which is another sketch comedy place.
She was one of the older characters in the movie too.
Yeah, like age-wise?
Because she had to be, because she's like, I think like 42 maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a little older than you think. So I'm like, because Michael Cera's only 36.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, in this film, he's probably like 19 or 20.
He's like 20, yeah.
He's 19. Younger than Scott Pilgrim.
He's younger than Scott Pilgrim, yeah. Because I'm like, he was actually like 17, 18 doing Superbad. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because this would have been like right after Arrested Development.
Yeah, right after, because it came out right after Nick and Nora.
Because Superbad was right after the original ending of Arrested. Yeah. And then Superbad and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Juno. Oh yeah, Juno too.
Yeah.
God, he was all fucking fire.
He was because in Arrested Development, and Mae Whitman was in Arrested Development with him. Roxy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Roxy.
Yeah. She punched my boob.
Oh, that bitch is ridiculous.
Yeah. And so so he meets Ramona. He decides that he's in lust with her, let's say.
Yes.
And so she's
very intriguing.
Yeah, she is.
I would see her and be like, yo, I don't know, man.
And look, Mary Elizabeth Winstead,
she's incredible. I love her. She's great. I love her with my man Ewan.
Oh, yeah.
But something about her in that movie, she just has a look to her that definitely would catch my eyes. And I'm not really into like colored hair and all that shit, but like it works on her so well in this, and how she works her outfits every like week and a half.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
The way she dresses, they styled her very well. She's super intriguing. She's got this like I don't give a fuck personality. At his age, I would have fell right for her. Like
she's so fickle.
No, yeah. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And that's why I think he was actually perfect for this, because he's like so neurotic.
Oh yeah, he was brilliantly cast.
Yeah. And so he has to try to break up with Knives because he's going out with Ramona now.
Yeah,
and he's going out with them at the same time, and then
see, it's like
And Wallace, but it's like you need to break up with Knives.
Yeah, because like first things first, like everyone already hates him with Knives.
Yeah,
and it's all because
except for Knives.
Knives worships the ground he walks on, but because she's a young naive teenager.
Yes,
but Knives, I like Knives. Yeah. I thought Knives was she a young, immature kid in love with someone older, sure. But Knives had a pure heart. She was Jade. She was a sweet girl.
Yeah.
She was probably a better match for him than Ramona, if we're being honest.
Amazingly played by Ellen Wong.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's done anything else, but she's awesome.
I looked her up. She's been in like 12 movies, but nothing major though.
Okay.
It looks like all small stuff. But yeah, she was really good in this. You would think she would have had more of a career. If this came out now, she would blow the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's just the timing wasn't there for her.
Because think about it, like, after this, like, Brie Larson.
Everybody in this movie has
Chris
a career.
Evans.
Yeah, everybody in this movie has a career.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Karen Cohen just won an Oscar.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, everybody in this movie has a career.
After this, Anna Kendrick did the Pitch Perfect movie.
She did all those. She just directed a movie.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them, everybody has a career. Even, the chick who plays Kim, what's her name?
Alison Pill.
Alison Pill, yeah. She's been in a shit ton of shit. The dude who plays Steven, he's never a lead, but he's in a lot of shit too.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Young Neil was in
he's
Perks.
In a bunch of shit. Yeah, he's in Perks. He's in 21 Jump Street. He's in Jennifer's Body. He's in a bunch of shit. Everybody in this movie had a career. Aubrey Plaza, obviously, she's doing a lot of shit now.
Yeah.
She just did Megalopolis, which she was incredible in.
And Agatha All Along on Disney Plus.
Did you watch that?
No.
I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I've been
the main chick. I actually just watched her in some.
Oh, Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
Oh, she's always awesome. Yeah,
she's great, and she looks the same.
Yeah.
I watched Revolutionary Road last night. She's in that. Looks the exact same.
If you rewatch Anchorman, she's like the makeup lady in Anchorman.
Yes, I remember.
If you've ever seen Bad Words with Jason Bateman, she's in that movie. I think Bateman directed it too. It's
funny.
It's about an adult competing in spelling bees.
That's hilarious.
Because there's no rule against it.
I would totally watch this.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Is he the guy?
He's the main guy, yes.
I would watch this.
Yeah.
That shit's probably funny as hell.
Yeah, because Jason Bateman
he's fucking hilarious, dude. That stupid Netflix movie, Carry On, the Christmas movie with Taron Egerton. He's the best part about it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's great. I was like, man, you playing a real good villain, Jason.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, everybody in this had a career. So that was the coolest thing. Rewatching it again, I'm like, there's so many people in this that are huge now. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, Edgar Wright definitely scouted out real well in this.
Well, he obviously had a love of the source material, and in watching the table read, they showed for the fight scenes, they showed storyboards. And it looked like the storyboards were done by Brian Lee O'Malley, the guy who did the book. Well, so I think they work close together.
If I'm going to adapt something like this, if the dude who made it is willing to work with me, I'm going to work with him.
Yeah. And it's sad because Edgar Wright, for years before this, was trying to do an Ant-Man movie.
He would have killed it.
So most of Ant-Man...
Who ended up directing Ant-Man?
Peyton Reed.
The first two are fire.
Yeah, he did all three, Peyton Reed. But Peyton Reed, he did like Down with Love with your guy Ewan.
I like Down with Love.
He was more of like a rom-com kind of director before that.
Down with Love is great, actually.
But he would have had Simon Pegg as Ant-Man.
Simon Pegg, yes.
And he wanted it like this is before. This is before like Iron Man came out, so pre.
This was like Shaun of the Dead era. Yeah, like Hot Fuzz and shit.
And he was working on it for years, and he didn't want it to be a part of like the bigger MCU. And that's when they parted ways.
He was smart for thinking that way.
Yeah,
I think that was actually a good move. Because he would have had Edgar Wright's whole career would have went different.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't have had Baby Driver.
I think Baby Driver was sort of a reworking of his idea for Ant-Man. I could be wrong.
I mean,
if it's a heist movie,
it's a heist movie.
Yeah,
but it's like, have you not seen it?
Not yet. No, I've been wanting to for years,
bro. If you guys could see my face just now,
yeah,
dude. After we do Lego Batman, we should just do Baby
Okay,
Driver is fucking awesome. That's my favorite Edgar Wright.
It's your favorite Kevin Spacey film.
I don't know. I love
Kevin Spacey. Has a lot of great films.
Kevin Spacey got a lot of good movies.
Yeah, he does.
I'm like, shit, like 5 just came to mind, like real quick, like. But yeah, dude, we should definitely do Baby Driver.
Yeah, I would love to actually, just because I have
so good. It's so good. I love it. Your boy in there playing a good role, John Hamm.
Oh yeah, Fletch.
Yeah, he playing a good role. Jamie Foxx playing a good role. But Yeah. Anyway, sorry guys.
Yeah. Well, that's
tracks.
Well, yeah. Well, that's just it. This film has so many people in it. You can't not
It's
think
hard
about.
to not talk about other shit because it's hard. So anyway.
Oh, and Jason Schwartzman is in it.
Yo. As I'm like,
12 years after Rushmore.
Yeah. He's ridiculous.
He is, but he's great.
He's great. He's always good in these type of roles.
Yes.
Like his voice's spot is great, dude.
Yes. You're right. He's still incredible.
Yeah, he's been killing it. Like him in Asteroid City, he's the best part of it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like,
but not Scarlett Johansson's Bush?
She was the second best part. I'll say Scarlett Johansson, bro. Chill.
She voted for Bush that year.
She sure did. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Just part it up.
Get your Afro pick out.
Just pick that shit out, push it back. Ain't no thing. But anywho, so Scotty.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I lose my train of thought. That's what happened.
So Scott, where were we at?
Oh,
Scott, he needs to break up with Knives.
Because Wallace gives him an ultimatum. Because he's going to kick him out, and he wants to kick him out anyway.
Yeah, because he's having a lot of gay sex in the bed that they share.
Yeah, they share a futon, but Scott's not gay, but Wallace is.
And dude, at one point he had like two dudes. And
they both sit
all over. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm like all these dudes in this bed.
and Kieran Culkin, like he's not gay, but he plays
gay so well. Yeah,
he
plays like. Just the regular gay guy well. He's not like overly flamboyant or anything. He's just a regular dude who feels like your everyday gay guy.
Yeah.
Which is what I like about him in there. But yeah, so he's just falling deeper in love. But he does eventually break up with Knives.
Yeah, when Knives is like inviting him to her house for her birthday.
Yeah.
For dinner, and he's like, Chinese?
Yeah. That's what I'm like, bro. I'm shocked. A lot of people have issues with this movie now, how they portray Knives.
Well, see, the thing is, Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator...
Is he Asian?
Yes.
Oh, Lee.
Yes. So, it's kind of like...
That was on purpose, then.
Yeah, I believe so. Probably because I'm assuming he grew up in Canada, and he probably grew up with that type of... prejudice, let's say.
What year did he write the comic?
The comic came out, the first one, I think, in 2004.
2004. So back in 2004, he probably knew a comic with an Asian guy starring wouldn't have as much appeal. So he was like, well, how can I keep my roots in there?
Yeah, and if you look at the art, he draws it in kind of like a manga style.
Okay, that's dope.
And obviously, like all the video game references, you can tell when he grew up.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Yeah. Like 8-bitters.
Yes.
That's what I was like, all the coins and shit.
Because even Clash of Demon Head was a video game back then.
Oh, okay. I've never played it. Clash of Demon Head. So, all right. So Knives he breaks up with Knives finally.
Yeah.
And
I'm in love. Oh. The visuals. Yeah, you're right.
That's what I was like, bro. The visuals. That's what I was like, bro. The visuals are very, very important to this film. Like, if this was like the Before trilogy, if you watch the table read, that's fine because it's all dialogue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, there's a lot visually in this film. Like, dude, when Lucas Lee skates the rail.
But see, there's something about seeing like Chris Evans in 2000 doing the faces and the voice and having it still be spot on. That's like magical.
Dude, he's incredible.
He is incredible.
He is
like, and he's not too good to do it.
Oh,
go back and do it.
Because
after being capped for 9 years at that point. Yeah.
He likes having fun, dude. That's why he did fucking Deadpool. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
So, like, Chris Evans just want to have a good time and make a couple of dollars, bro.
Yeah.
And dude, Chris Evans, he paved the way for dudes like Glenn Powell to come up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No one takes actors like those types serious like that. And I think Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth really made you start like, yo, these guys can do other stuff too, you know? So that's cool.
Yeah, because remember, Chris Evans' first film was Not Another Teen.
It was Not Another Teen. He had a banana in his ass.
He did, yes.
Like, he did. Oh, it's not a sundae. It's a banana split. That movie's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. That movie is funny as shit.
And that was like the first one of those kinds.
Yeah, it was. No. I would say Scary Movie kind of opened that door.
Wait, I thought Scary Movie was after that.
Oh, 902 movies 01. Scary Movies 2000.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw them both in theaters.
I mean, I know you know better than I do.
Yeah.
But I am confused now. I just have to double check for my own.
Yeah, I know how it is. You just gotta have that.
You're right, because Scary Movie 2 came out in 01.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, 902 movie. But that was one of the better, like, spoof parodies of the 2000s for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Knives is devastated, of course.
Yes, and then she finds out he's dating this fat hipster chick.
Yeah, bro. We'll get to that in quotes. We will get to that in quotes. Yeah, we will absolutely get to that in quotes.
Yeah,
because I was like, because I'm glad that she called her a fat white bitch. Not because I'm racist or anything, but because they were coming at this bitch being Chinese the whole movie. I was like, she need to clap back at some point.
Yeah, so it shows that it's not exclusive.
Yes, that's what I was like. Yes. I was like, yeah, get them, Knives. Even though I know you don't actually feel that way. I'm like, they've been making fun of you being Chinese this whole time. I'm like, so shit. She's Chinese. They're all like, I'm like, yeah, man, that's that shit. He like shrimp all right. So fuck it. I'm like, shoot. I'm like, he wanted, I ain't gonna say what he really wanted. There ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Knives was cute. But
hey, you're saying he wanted to eat Chinese?
He wanted to eat Chinese. We have two things in common. We both. Oh yeah. we both eat Chinese.
Good old Randall.
Randall, that's a Clerks reference, guys. If you didn't know, those two movies would be a fun double pairing. Scott Pilgrim and Clerks. It's a lost in your 20s guy banging a bunch of different chicks movie.
That's true.
Literally,
that's true.
Scott is Dante.
He is
he is a version of Dante.
Yeah, you're right. He is
a hideous fucking chud who gets a bunch of hot chicks. Makes no sense. So Knives is trying to. Knives essentially makes herself look like Ramona. Yes. She dyes her hair blue
and dresses like her.
Dresses like it. Hate it. It does not work for her.
No, not at all.
It works for Ramona. She looks so much cuter as a little Chinese schoolgirl.
So you love Todd then for what he does?
Todd, fuck Todd.
He punches the highlights out of her hair.
He does. But he was like, he punched the highlights right out of her hair. So stupid. Todd,
a vegan edge.
The vegan edge. Yo, that shit was fucking funny though. The vegan police.
Yeah. Chicken.
He said, you had chicken parm. He said, chicken's not vegan. I'm like, chicken parm? I'm like, that isn't a thing remotely close to being vegan.
Eggs milk, bro.
I'm like, you literally have all the dairy, all the meat. It's
Gelato's not vegan?
Not vegan.
Eggs and dairy, bro.
Eggs and dairy, bro.
And that was Tom Jane was one of those guys.
Yeah, bro. They played that well. Yeah. But, so Knives, they're at the Battle of the Bands and
this is before they break up.
Before they break up. We gotta talk about this part.
Yeah.
So the Battle of the Bands is pretty crazy because it's just funny because, any guy who's ever been young and kind of seeing two chicks at once possibly has been in a situation where you're like, shit, I'm about to get fucked.
Yeah.
And he said, we gotta go on now. We gotta play loud as possible. That shit.
Oh, because he sees them both.
He sees them both, and it's like there is no that had. When I was watching that scene, I was like, this is this dude's worst nightmare coming true. So this is a fucking nightmare.
So how did you and Scott meet? Oh, it's because of his sister.
Yes.
Oh, my mom and I were on the bus. Is that the end of the story?
Anna Kendrick, bro. I'm like, this girl, man, fucking shit up. Worst sister ever. Honestly, most of his friends suck. I'm like, most of them suck.
He might have actually been, out of his friends, he might have been the best one, even though he's terrible too.
I would say Steven and Kim, I would take them ahead of Scott.
Yeah.
And Wallace.
Well, I don't know about Steven and Kim, though, because they sell out.
They do sell out. But, I mean, you knew they would, bro. If I was Scott, I'd be like, they get the opportunity, they're going to sell out.
Yeah.
I would know that. And I would get it, too. We work for what? Dude.
Yeah, this is why we're doing it, right?
There's a song by, I think it's Real Big Fish, called Sell Out. Let me look that up. Okay. I think that's who made it.
Well, really quick, if you ever listen to the soundtrack, because we were texting back and forth about like the Brie Larson version of that of Black Sheep, and that is in my mind a better version. And maybe because I always think of that scene in the film, but the songs by Sex Bomb are, and even the song Ramona are done by Beck.
Oh wow, that's dope, bro.
Yeah,
that's
man.
That's
Beck, incredible.
Pretty dope, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds like the music is definitely one of the better parts of this film.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. It's Real Big Fish. It's Sell Out, 96, bro. Read the lyrics later. You'll be like, oh, yeah, they make a lot of sense.
I might even remember the song.
You probably, if you heard it,
because Real Big Fish was during that ska period.
That ska, like, kind of like new wave hippie.
Yeah, all those band nerds are like, I can be in a rock band.
Yep, they say sure, yeah. Like,
all I have to do is blow my horn.
Yep, blow my horn, yep. I miss that era. You know, that was a fun era.
Remember when, like, No Doubt?
Yep, No Doubt.
They were like, we're a ska band.
Ska.
Where's the...
I'm like, there's no trumpets.
Yeah, where's the brass
section? Yeah, there's
section?
none of it. I'm like, dude.
In that one video, they're just, like, taking apart their stuff. Like, I guess you don't need us anymore.
Y'all are a fun punk band.
Yeah.
Y'all are a pop punk band.
Yeah, they ended up becoming like Blondie.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, they were the 90s version of Blondie.
And I love No Doubt. Bro, Tragic Kingdom, that's a slapper. You know?
Okay, really quick. Yeah, that's a slapper.
Don't hate on it.
No, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Don't speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know just what you're saying. Okay, don't tell me because it hurts, right? Mm-hmm. Don't tell me like whatever is going on because it hurts, or don't tell me because it hurts. Like, don't tell me that that's the excuse because it hurts, or don't tell me because it hurts me. Which way is it?
Probably both.
It could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because it hurts me, truthfully. Okay. I think it's a personal thing.
Dude, it's been 31 years I've wanted to know this.
I mean, at least you call him Gwen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to call him Gwen. You know,
because I think she had dated their was it the bass player?
I think so.
In the band,
it was somebody.
Yeah,
I know it was somebody in there, and that's never good.
No,
that always happens though. The vocalist, if you got a chick vocalist,
yeah,
she always dates one of the dudes.
Yeah,
always happens.
Her brother was in the band originally because their first album came out in '89. I believe he left the band to go work on The Simpsons. Yeah.
It's like success. Yeah. No matter what you were going to be good, bro.
Yeah,
you were going to be straight.
Because I guess, Tragic Kingdom, from their first album to Tragic Kingdom, was like 5 years.
Diamond, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, like Tragic Kingdom sold a lot.
They were still releasing songs off of it like 3 years later.
Yeah, I'm like, Tragic Kingdom ran into like 97, 8, bro. I was like, shit.
People were upset that, like, I want to say it was like Rock Steady or something. That might not have been the name of the album. But the follow-up.
I loved Rocksteady.
Oh, is that the name of the album?
Wait, let me see if that's the second one.
Let
me see if that's...
Keep On Dancing or whatever, or Hella Good.
Hella Good.
Yeah, Hella Good is on it.
Was that the second one, or they have some in between that?
Well, I'm not sure, because their first one was it was in 89.
It was the 81. After Tragic
Kingdom was their second album.
All right, Rocksteady was 01.
Okay,
it might have been after. It might have been.
Wow.
They were rolling off Tragic Kingdom for a while.
They were, yeah,
like that. Yeah, damn. God, I love that album though, bro. Hella Good is my shit, dude.
I'm feeling hella good.
Yeah, dude. And it's crazy. Like Pharrell was producing for them and shit.
Oh, and also she was doing that stuff with like Moby, and she was doing other I think she had a solo career. For a little bit.
No, they have Return of Saturn in
That's what it was. Return of Saturn.
Then it was Rocksteady. Nobody fucking liked that.
Yeah, Return of Saturn.
Yeah, Rocksteady was fire.
Get your ass out.
And that was when, because I think after Return of Saturn, they were like, we gotta switch shit up, and like they took it to the next level with that shit, dude.
Well, usually what happens with some bands, like when they're touring, they just write new stuff and jam, and then they come up with their best stuff.
Yep.
That's what Alice in Chains did.
Well, I feel like you're getting your most inspiration that way, because you're coming off of these shows where you're getting this energy off the people, and like you feel what they feel. And you know when they're like, what songs get them cranking. So you're like, you get that inspiration any fucking way.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, Battle of the Bands. But I just wanted to bring it up because I thought that was funny. But anyway, so sorry, I'm siding. So Scott and Ramona, he starts having to fight these exes.
Oh yeah.
The first one was at Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, so they start playing their song "Garbage Truck."
Yeah,
truck. and then
the band that goes on before the sad song.
Oh yeah. What is it? Something in the Boys. And it's like, is that girl a boy too?
Yeah, was that girl boy too? They got a girl drummer.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was funny as hell. That's all I loved Alison Pill in that, bro. She was fucking great.
So they're playing their song, and then this dude like comes through the ceiling, crashes through the ceiling, and it's Matthew Patel.
Matthew Patel.
I am Matthew Patel.
Pirates are in this year.
Yeah. Wait, is he a pirate? Wait, are you a pirate? Pirates are in this year.
Yeah. He's like so emo, bro.
Yeah,
he's got the whole look and shit going on, but that was the first fight, and it's goofy as shit.
Oh yeah, with his demon hipster chicks.
Yeah, which the fights are fun and everything. But I'm just like...
They're like 80s video games.
They are.
They're boss fights on a side-scroller.
They are. And it's like, for me, there are these weird checkpoints in the film, because they do progress the film. The fights do progress the story.
Yes.
But I don't love them. I like the film more when it's the homies just doing regular shit.
Yeah.
It feels very Lost in Your 20s that way, which I do love.
Yeah. So do you think like these fights don't occur the way that we see them, but rather we see them the way that Scott sees them in his head?
Yes, and that, I think that is all, because obviously his dreams and everything is a very vivid imagination.
Yeah.
So I think the fights would really just be him getting in an argument with a guy when he would likely be getting his ass kicked if that's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's not beating up
Lucas Lee.
Yeah, I'm like, he's not beating him off. Like,
Can you do a thingy on the rail?
On the rail, yeah. He was like, it's called a grime. I'm like, that's what. Obviously, I'm a skater, so that's one of my favorite parts. I'm like, it's called a grime, bro. But yeah, he goes through and he's got to fight these guys, and each one of them is an entirely different type of person or persons.
Yes,
because there's a pair.
They're exes, so you have seven evil boyfriends?
7 evil boyfriends. Exes, because they ain't all boys.
Yes.
We got a woman in there, Roxy.
Yes.
Who is funny, although I hate her. And you got the twins.
Yeah.
So you got a pair there.
Yeah. Are they Chinese or Japanese?
They're Japanese.
Japanese, yeah, because they're DJs.
They're DJs, yeah. They're total badasses, as I would say.
I forget their name, but it's like the Tamagotchi twins or whatever. Yeah. I hate to say Tamagotchi, but that's the only thing I can think of.
I used to love Tamagotchi. If you know what Tamagotchi is, you know you old.
Yeah. And if your Tamagotchi's still alive,
right.
That's a good battery.
That's a good battery.
Because if the battery dies, when did it die?
Yes, it's dead. You can't pick up his shit anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, they had the app on the phone for a little bit too.
Really?
Yeah, I was playing it. This was a long time ago, but.
Are you a big fan of Tamagotchi?
I did like it a lot.
Really?
And Gigababy. Or Digibaby.
Digibaby.
Digibaby, yes.
Wow.
I think they had a Gigababy too. I think there's a Gigababy. I don't know. Yeah, Digibaby was dope. I liked all those shits.
Because they actually have one that you would love.
Oh, that's fucking lit. Wait, you can still get it. It's only $30.
It just came out recently.
Dude, send me that link.
I will.
I might buy Darth Vader and Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, shit.
Yeah, man.
Buy Darth Vader and Tamagotchi. That's dope.
Because I think you get to train him up and everything, from what I read about it.
That's dope.
And I know that's kind of your thing. Now that I know you like Tamagotchis, I know you love Darth Vader.
Yes, I love Darth Vader, and I do like Tamagotchi, so that's dope.
So he fights Matthew Patel, ends up KOing him, and he turns into change, but not enough change for the bus.
Not enough change for the bus.
Yeah, I'll give you the 35 cents.
I'll give you the 35 cents. That shit's funny.
So they leave. She explains, because Matthew Patel had sent him an email that he didn't read.
Yeah, that he said it was boring.
Yeah, he skimmed over it. Yeah. And so she explains about how she has 7 evil exes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 7 evil boyfriends? No, exes. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And that's the running theme, too. She keeps telling him, like, when she writes down her phone number, there's 7 exes
on it. He thought it was 7 kisses.
Yeah. Yeah. So So they go, she explains it, and God, what happens after that?
Well, I mean, they basically keep going out.
Yeah, they do, but like, because then the second one is
it's
Lucas. Yeah. So he's talking with Wallace, and Wallace tells him about Lucas Lee.
Yeah.
And how, it's his man crush or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's filming in Toronto, so he's going to go see him.
Yeah.
And he wants to have his adopted babies.
Adopted babies. That shit had me.
Bro. I want to have his adopted babies.
Jesus Christ.
Because they show that scene from that movie where he's in the phone booth.
Yeah, he's in the phone booth. It's terrible. Like, this guy's movies look terrible.
He's kind of like a Tom Cruise. Jason Lee.
Yeah,
but Jason Lee was never an action guy.
No, he wasn't. But he's like, but he is a skater.
Yeah,
so
and with the last name Lee, I'm like,
it
has to be an amalgam of like a few different.
And I'm guessing O'Malley was a skate fan, at least a fan of watching it.
Yeah, probably.
Incorporate that in. It's funny, but yeah. So he doesn't actually fight Lucas though. He has to fight his stunt double.
Yeah. Oh, you're seeing double.
Yeah, I'm nothing without my stunt team, bro. So
I let him do the wide shots.
Let him do the wide shots, right? He's like got his main one.
Yeah,
he has like 8 of them, man.
And Chris Evans' voice,
dude. Yeah,
my God,
he's perfect. He plays that like asshole douchey actor real well.
Yes, he does.
And
he's probably had to deal with so many. Because that would have been like 9 years he would have been in the business.
Yeah, I'm like, he was in the game by then.
Yeah.
So Scott challenges him to do a grind on a rail. A rail is like, a thingy on the rail, a grindy thing on the rail. And the rail is probably like, I don't know, 200-300 feet long. It's fucking long as hell.
Yeah, it takes him forever.
Yeah, and he's jumping. It's a giant stair set, and it's double rail on each side. And he's jumping from rail to rail on here. I'm going to tell you guys right now, as a skater, he wouldn't have got very far. Now, there's guys like Jamie Foy out there, motherfucker grind a 50-foot rail crazy. That rail, though, it was, first of all, it had ice on it. And you got a speedometer on there to tell you how fast this motherfucker's going. That's how you know we're in Canada. Because it's in kilometers.
Yes.
And he gets up to like 250 or something. And he just blows up when he hits the end. It's hilarious. I'm like, why he just blows up, I don't know, but it's the perfect way for him to die. And the coins do fall down there.
Yeah, they do. You hear them.
You hear them. So I would think you got a lot more for him,
Yeah. I think with each X, it's more
money.
Yeah.
And
more money, more problems.
More money, yes.
That's what it is.
And he keeps beating these dudes up, and he just keeps falling deeper for Ramona, and Knives' jealousy grows deeper and deeper.
Yes.
She starts dating
Young Neil,
who's worthless, even more worthless than Scott.
You notice there's Young Neil and there's Steven Stills.
Steven Stills and Young Neil.
Yeah, so obviously Steven Stills and Neil Young.
Neil Young and Steven Stills.
We're in Buffalo Springfield.
Yeah, Buffalo.
But also Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Wow, all right. I didn't even think about
or Crosby, Stills. Yeah. Neil Young was not in Crosby, Stills and Nash, but he was in Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, fucking this dude, he got to keep fighting these motherfuckers. Who was up next?
It was Vegan Edge. Todd Ingram.
Todd Ingram.
Because Envy comes back.
Envy comes back. And the Envy scene, the Envy show is one of the best scenes of the film.
Yeah.
She plays that song you love.
Yeah.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, doing Black Sheep by Metric.
Giving me one of my favorite small cameos. I love Brie Larson in this. She looked great. I'm like, she looks better in this than anything else she's ever done.
Yeah, and she was like
great in this.
Super young. I think at the time she was
she had to be like 21 or 2.
If that.
Because I'm like, this was before 21 Jump Street. She's not that much older than me, bro. She's probably 35.
And she, I think she was a recording artist. I think she had a couple albums.
Oh, I didn't know that. It makes sense. I was like, she has a really nice voice.
Yeah,
I was really into that scene.
Yeah.
I was into the Envy show.
Well, the outfit and everything.
Mm-hmm. I was vibing.
Yeah.
But he fights Vegan Edge, which is hilarious because they make all these funny little vegan jokes, which we'll get to in quotes.
Which for you, I'm sure is.
I was cracking up, bro. I was like, some motherfuckers retarded. She was like, vegan means I'm just better than other people. Yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker.
I'm not a lacto-ovo vegetarian.
But Vegan Edge is funny, and he's beating the shit out of him. He has like weird powers.
Yeah,
and he
was Superman in Superman Returns.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Brandon Routh, man, great actor, amazing actor.
He is good. He stops him by tricking him and giving him half and half.
Yeah, that's right. And that's when the vegan police
pull up and book him.
Yes.
So that kind of took care of itself. And then Envy,
after they have a bass off.
Yeah,
because Todd is also a bass player.
He's
and
a bass
Scott
player.
Is in Sex Bomb.
And fucking one of the funniest parts is after the vegan police get homie, Aubrey Plaza pops up and she's fucking with Envy. And that was when they were bleeping out all Aubrey Plaza's words.
Yeah.
And Envy's like, shut the fuck up, whatever the fucking bitch's name is. Julie, shut the fuck up, Julie. That shit was so funny, bro. I started laughing so hard. But they bleep it out, so it's funnier.
One of my favorite scenes is when Todd punches Scott like through the wall, or he goes up and then he falls down, and Scott says to Ramona, like, if I peed myself, I forget exactly what he says, but he's like, if I peed myself, would you just think it's the rain? And she's like, it's not raining.
It's not raining.
Yeah. It's not raining.
I love Ramona, bro.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, so after he fights him, he's like, all right, yo, I'm chilling. We're doing good.
Oh, and then that thing attacks him. And she's like, you punched me in the boob.
Yes. Fucking, Roxy, shocks him.
Yeah.
And they have a funny, interesting standoff when they first meet, because they don't fight right away.
No, not right away. Yeah. She just kind of like comes up to fight him, and then
they have a funny little exchange, and then she bounces.
And she talks like like a Japanese dub of something.
Yeah, she does. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Roxy's terrible.
Were you a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes, I was.
She was the voice of, is it Katara?
Oh, really?
Like the main girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was her voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Look at that. Well, he goes through. Who does he fight next? The Asian kid?
No. Next is actually her then.
Oh, yeah.
They go to that bar.
At the bar. Yeah, they fight at the bar.
Yeah.
And that's when you see Ramona can fight, too.
Yeah.
Because Ramona, what are they? Some like D&D type shit or something?
It was weird because, like, you know, Roxy says, like, he has to fight me with his own hands.
Yeah.
So then Ramona's like,
I can't hit a girl. And she starts grabbing him and twisting her. And she's fighting.
And she has a huge mallet out of her purse.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, it's very Donkey Kong, or like some weird
or like
tunes.
Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah, Harley Quinn shit. Yeah, there you go. Some weird shit. But that's what I'm like. It gets weirdly cartoonish at some of the parts.
It does.
It kind of throws a flow for me, because you'll be flowing, and then these fights kind of shift the vibe for me. Yeah, obviously, just in the moment. And they're short; they're not too long. But like I was vibing with the whole like him getting closer to Ramona, and then you get this random fight. It'll pop up, and it's all goofy and overdone.
And he has to do so much. They haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, he ain't even sniffed it.
Yeah, he's like, I made it to like second base. Oh, maybe first and a half.
Maybe first and a half. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you ain't even done the scratch and sniff test.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, you're doing all this for a car you ain't even test drove yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
You're checking out the car lot when there's no dealers there.
No dealers there to give you the keys. Yep, real shit. He's like, I have to look now. So he of course they win. They win all the fights. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So like they beat Roxy, and then they have to have round 2
of the Battle of the Bands,
and that's when he has to fight the
twins.
The twins, and it's like. But it's like a team fight almost.
Yeah, because they're playing at the
same time. And that was actually probably my favorite fight, because of the way they used the music in the fight. So I thought that was cool. I was like,
because they become Sex Bomb is like a Yeti, and those twins are like a dragon.
Yeah,
and they're like fighting. The music is fighting
itself. That's that was one of the best fights, I think, because of that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But of course, he defeats them too, and
Kata Yangagi.
Oh yeah,
twins.
Katanagi twins.
Yeah, Katanagi. That's what it is. Yes,
twins.
I wanted to get it right.
Yeah, I'm like,
because it isn't Tamagotchi.
It ain't Tamagotchi. But we probably sound terrible.
We do.
Any Asian listeners out there?
I apologize.
Trust me, I'm sorry, and trust me, we love you.
We do actually. Yes.
Listen, y'all are my favorite people to watch right now. I've been watching mad Asian movies, bro. South Korea, Japan.
I love South Korea, though.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. South Korea is fucking dope. But we beat these guys up, and now the final boss is
yeah, because the twins are 5 and 6.
They're 5 and 6.
Yeah, because she dated the twins.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the final boss is Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah,
Gideon. Who is a record producer
who actually is sponsoring the Battle of the Bands.
Sponsoring the Battle of Bands, and he actually loves his band, Sex Bomb. And he's like, here's the deal, feller. You ain't going to get to fuck Ramona, but you are going to get signed.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me at 22, that's a fucking trade-off. I'm going to talk about that chick.
Yeah,
You're going to meet a ton of other Ramonas on the road.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
You don't even know her that well. Let's keep it real. You should treat her because she's cool looking.
She looks like that chick from Sky High.
Yeah, she does. Just the not so preppy version.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love her in that movie too. But so he's all sad because she basically dumps him for Gideon, and he's all depressed.
But she was dumped by Gideon beforehand.
Yeah.
So he was getting over envy.
She was getting over
Gideon.
Yep.
Yeah, that is an important plot point.
Yep. She got giddy for Giddy. So he's all sad, and on top of that, he got evicted by Kieran Culkin.
Oh yeah.
He's like, bro, you can, be out for, what do you say? Be out for a week, month, or forever.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like,
I was kind of banking on her calling you
back so you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I mean, he does tell him multiple times, like, bro, I want you to move out. So he wants to do his gay shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I want to fuck guys in the bed without having to worry about waking you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
bread makes you fat?
Yo, that's so funny. Yo, so I'm like, yes, bro. Like, who doesn't know?
How do you think I got my physique?
Like, who doesn't know bread will do it? But he has to fight. Eventually, though, he's like, I gotta get her back. The whole typical romance trope. And he gotta fight Gideon, and he ends up fighting Gideon, and Knives ends up fighting Ramona.
Yes.
Because Knives is pissed at Ramona for breaking Scott's heart because it's the same thing. It's the cycle just going around with these three people. Because I'm like, Knives is far more important to the film than we're kind of letting on. Yeah. Because she's in the whole fucking thing. And she kind of pushes the story forward.
She does. And she is, you're right, she is the one who, she cares more about Scott than Scott does.
Scott cares about himself more, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
And they have this whole thing where Knives and Ramona are going at it, and they're actually having an interesting fight. And Gideon's beating the shit out of Scott, but they have a whole moment where, like, Scott admits that, yes, I was dating you both, and this, that, and the third. She's like, you cheated on me with Knives. He's like, no, I cheated on Knives with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, which definitely is more so what happened. They try to make it seem like, oh, he cheated on both of them. No, he cheated on Knives with Mona. Like, but it's like, did he cheat? Because they just hung out.
Yeah.
Technically, he didn't fuck her.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted to, but still.
Yeah, but it's like, like, what do they consider, like, dating? And what, I guess
that's what I'm like, y'all were just... That's what I'm like. I'm not saying what he did was right, but I'm not going to say he, like...
It's not like he and Knives were married.
Yeah. And first of all, they weren't married. They're super young. Their relationship was still new. Not to say that's any
She only discovered that there's good music 2 months ago.
2 months ago, yeah. And not to say that discredits the validity of the relationship or anything like that. But him and Ramona didn't do anything. He saw a girl he thought was interesting. They became friends.
They slept in the same bed probably a few times.
They did sleep in the same bed.
But nothing happened.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad that nothing happened.
It is, exactly.
Yeah.
Because if I was talking to a girl and she's like, yeah, I got this friend, we sleep in the same bed. I'm like, okay, well, she's fucking him. There's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise.
Yeah. Unless it's Wallace.
Yeah. Now, if it's some gay-ass dude, that's different. But, I mean, shit, them gay dudes, they get frisky too with chicks. Shit. Don't leave your girl around a gay dude. Don't think a gay dude won't fuck your girl.
Well, that's terrible.
I'm dead ass, bro. I know gay dudes that fuck bitches. And then it's just something to do for them. So,
Wow.
not all of them. I'm not saying all of them. There's definitely gay dudes that fuck chicks. So just know that, gentlemen. When your girl's like, he's my little gay brother. I'm like, yeah, little gay brother packing a 10-inch wang. You know what I mean? Slaying your girl down when he get drunk. He was just drunk. But
wow.
So
wow.
They fight, and Gideon is like, well, they defeat Gideon finally, and it wraps up, and they're kind of like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be together, and of course,
wait, Nega Scott. What about Nega Scott?
Oh, all right, I totally forgot.
Okay.
But I guess that's to be brought up. You can explain that.
Okay, so in the beginning, it shows Scott and Knives playing. What is it?
The ninja game.
Yeah, some ninja game.
I forgot what it's called, but it looked dope.
Yeah,
the way they played it, at least.
Yeah, and they're complaining about how they can never defeat Nega Ninja, which is like, I guess it's like negative or opposite ninja.
It sounds like they really wanted to say nigga.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
He's black.
Yeah, he was black.
He's a black ninja.
He's a black ninja.
So, but Nega, like negative.
Yeah. It just sounds funny. Negative.
What's up, Nega?
Yeah.
So it does sound terrible. If you have a vowel movement, you're getting the shit beat out of you. I'm sorry, you're getting the shot beat out of you.
Shot beat out of you. Yeah, just moving the vowels around. That's fucking hilarious.
So at the end, after he defeats Gideon the second time, because the first time Gideon wins, and then Scott, he had gotten an extra life earlier.
He did.
Scott, what are you going to do? I'm going to get a life.
Yep.
And he smacks the life, and you have to see the movie. It's probably in rewatchable scenes. We're going to talk about it anyway. Yeah. So after Gideon is defeated, Nega Scott comes out, and Scott's like, I have to take care of him myself.
Yeah.
Because all three of them, because Ramona and Knives are now buddies because there's an understanding now. And he's like, I got to do this myself. So Ramona and Knives are standing outside waiting for him, and they both just come out chit-chatting like they're buddies. Mm-hmm. Scott and Nega Scott. He's like, he's a really nice guy.
Yep.
We have a line coming. Yep. We're going for brunch next week.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious. I do like that casual nature.
Yes.
That's the fun whimsicalness of it all. It's just, it's a fun, playful film.
Yeah, because Scott, as we're talking about with Lucas, and even with Todd, and even with Matthew Patel. Matthew Patel was probably, Matthew and Gideon are the most physical he really gets.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because he, uses his brain.
He uses his brain more so.
Yeah.
Because he gets way more physical with, the stunt guys. When he's fighting Lucas, he actually doesn't fight Lucas.
Yeah, not at all. And you don't even see it. You just hear it.
You just hear it. Yeah.
So you don't know what he's actually doing. He's more like a Bugs Bunny in that respect.
He is, yeah. Trying to outwit him.
Yes.
Oh, you gonna grind that rail.
Yes, yes.
Oh, my own skateboard company, bro.
Yes. And so, that's really the end of the movie. He's going to go with Knives then, but then Knives is go with her because I'm too cool for you anyway.
Yeah.
And then so he goes off with Ramona, and that's the end of the film.
Yep. And that's how it should end.
Yeah.
It would be weird if he didn't end up with Ramona.
Well,
it's because
he went through
all this shit for nothing.
All those Herculean challenges.
Yeah.
It's
you defeated the final boss, you win the girl.
Yes.
So that's
that's
how it should be.
You should have found Princess Peach.
I was literally about to say it's Mario. I was you beat Bowser, you get Peach. Peaches.
I thought it was King Koopa at first, even though Bowser might be King Koopa.
You're right.
It's the same character, though, right?
I believe so.
I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy.
So. I got because what year was first Mario? 87, 86.
Mario Brothers might have been 83 or 84. Damn. Super Mario Brothers was 85.
85, which was my favorite one.
Oh yeah, the original Mario Brothers. Yeah,
Super Mario.
Oh yeah, Super Mario Brothers.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Super Mario 2 was good too.
Super Mario 2 was good. 3 was the one where he gets the fucking raccoon tail.
Yeah, he has the different costumes, animal costumes.
That one was good too. 2 was lit.
But without the first one, you're right. The first one is just incredible.
Oh man,
I just hated those swimming scenes or the scenes with the birds flying.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Mario's great. I haven't played this thing forever. All right, let's get into some stuff.
Okay.
MVP, I had 2.
Okay, Edgar Wright.
Yes.
And you probably don't think Michael Cera.
No. He's good, but
I know. I'm sorry. Kieran Culkin.
Yep.
Yes.
Kieran Culkin.
I was trying to read your mind.
Yep. Those are my 2 MVPs. Although there's a bunch of great people in there.
Honestly, you could do half or the entire cast.
You could say cast. I was going to say, this could be a cast MVP if you wanted to.
Because Edgar Wright brought so much out of even the smaller roles.
Mm-hmm. Like,
that it's just incredible.
The cast is phenomenal. But those, I think Edgar Wright's direction and Kieran Culkin, he'd stand.
Yeah. Without Kieran Culkin, for Scott to bounce off of, like, I don't think Michael Cera's performance would have been the same.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think he brought that out. Because, Kieran Culkin commanded so much attention.
Yes.
He forces you to come out at him strong. So,
yes.
Peak season. I had no one.
I don't know, because what has Michael Cera really done after this, other than like Barbie now, and Robin and Lego Batman? Because he took a lot of time off.
But I would say Superbad was his peak season. So
really, you don't think Scott Pilgrim?
Superbad made the money. Superbad,
but like his performance,
if you want to go performance wise,
because that's what I think of when I think of peak season.
I think of a combination of everything.
Okay,
the performance plus the impact it made on their career. Because without Superbad, he's not in Scott Pilgrim.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that was his peak season.
Well, what about Ellen Wong? We haven't really seen her.
Well, you know what? You're right. This is definitely her peak season.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
We'll take that one for sure. Yeah, you're right.
Because you can't say Chris Evans. You can't say
you can't say any of them. That's what, they all blew up after this.
Yes.
So, yeah. Best quotes. All right.
Oh my.
There's you can jump in where
there's a lot of quotes.
There's a lot. All right.
This whole movie's quoted.
Yes. Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler.
Oh, that's how it starts.
Right at the beginning. Yeah. What are you, like, 28? I'm 22. Yep, a 17-year-old Chinese schoolgirl. Like, Jesus. This is my roommate, Wallace Wells. He's gay.
Yeah.
You coming to my party Friday, or will you be busy babysitting? Jesus Christ.
That was Julie.
Yeah. I don't drink. This is just a Coke Zero.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's the party.
But I distinctly remember you getting wasted on 2 G&Ts.
Yeah. I'll leave you alone forever now.
Oh, yeah, after he's like, have you ever heard of Pac-Man?
Pac-Man, yeah. He tells a stupid Pac-Man story.
Pac-Man. Yeah, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Break up with your fake high school girlfriend. I just woke up and you were in my dream. If I say yes, will you sign for your damn package?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
He signed that shit so fast.
He did.
Did I say a date? Slip of the tongue.
Slip of the tongue.
Hey, you totally came.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I came.
So sad. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That part.
Crashing the boys.
Yeah, that's what
Crashing the boys. Yes. That's what it is.
That shit had me cracking up. I was like, these guys are started. Didn't you get my email explaining the situation? I skimmed it.
Yeah.
Pirates are in this year?
Yeah.
They make movies in Toronto?
Oh.
That made me laugh. Because our whole Canada conversation made me laugh.
Yeah.
I change my hair every week. I change my hair every week and a half, dude. Get used to it. Can't believe you're worried about me gaying up the place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want you around here gaying up the place.
Bread makes you fat.
Oh, yeah. That whole thing.
That whole garlic bread.
This is good garlic bread. Yeah, I think garlic bread would have to be my favorite all-time food. I could eat it for every meal. Yeah. Or just constantly without stopping. Yeah. Then you'd get fat. No, why would I get fat? Because bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat?
Yeah.
Just the way he says it with his mouth full.
With his mouth full of bread.
Yeah.
I want to have as adopted babies. You really think you stand a chance against an A-lister, bro?
Yo, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, the Lucas Lee quotes are great.
Yeah.
I'm going for the Oscar this year.
Oh, yeah.
But can you do a thingy on that rail? It's called a grind, bro. Kisses. 7 little kisses.
Oh, yes.
Dude, you're going to have to break out the L word. Lesbian?
Oh, because here's one from later on. I know you play Scott. I know you play mysterious and aloof just to avoid getting hurt. And I know you have reasons for not wanting to talk about your past. I want you to know that I don't care about any of that stuff because I'm in lesbians with you.
Yeah, I'm in lesbians with you. Yeah, I had the last part. You gave the whole thing. Oh,
I said lesbians.
One of my favorite quotes. Prepare to die. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Roxy.
Yeah. Obviously. The way she says it.
Yo, that's just like, obviously. I was like, her delivery was great. She's just a fat-ass white girl, you know?
Yes.
Knives. I'm like, jeez. But I was like, you know what? They've been cooking you for being fucking Chinese this whole movie. Being vegan just makes you better than most people.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Did you learn that at Vegan Academy?
Yeah.
Freeze, vegan police. I'm like, this guy. Shut the fuck up, Julie.
Oh,
that shit's funny. I'm a little bi-furious.
Oh, yeah.
Bi-furious.
Yeah.
Kick her in the balls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wallace.
Yo, Karen Culkin. This guy. Your BF's about to get effed in the B. You're another evil ex waiting to happen.
Yes.
I was like, damn. I was like, she hit him with the sauce there.
Yeah.
Ramona dated twins at the same time?
That's almost a Clerks reference.
Almost a Clerks reference, right?
30
in a row? I'm in lesbians with you.
Yes.
Which you just gave us the whole thing, which is good. She's with Gideon. It's probably because he's better than you.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. And
he's his best friend.
He is, which is why he keeps it real with him.
Yeah.
You can cheat on these ladies all you like, but you can't cheat death.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And I just had one more. Thought maybe we could try again. And that's pretty much like the last line of the film.
Yeah.
Do you have any you want to add? I'm sure you got a few.
Knives. I've never even kissed a guy before. Scott. Hey, me neither.
Me neither.
I have to go pee due to boredom.
Yo, I was like, damn.
Let's see here. We are Sex Bomb, and we're here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff.
Yeah. Get sad and stuff. Jesus.
When I'm around you, I kind of feel like I'm on drugs. Not that I do drugs, unless you do drugs, in which case I do them all the time. All of them.
So dumb, bro.
Knives talking to young Neil. What do you play? Young Neil, wow. Zelda, Tetris?
Yeah,
it's kind of a big question.
Kind of a big question, yeah. That was funny.
It's like, what?
I'm like, because he ain't talented enough to be in the band.
Todd, we have an unfinished business, I and he.
He and me.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.
No, that's funny. I'll hop this on.
Wallace, if you want something bad, you have to fight for it. Step up your game, Scott. Break out the L word.
Yeah, break out the L word. Lesbian.
Lesbian. The other L word. Lesbians.
Lesbians? Yeah, this guy's man.
Hey, Jimmy, do they rock or suck? They have not started playing yet.
Right answer.
Yeah, that was a test, Jimmy.
You passed. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, because that was Scott's sister's boyfriend.
Yes, yeah. Anna Kendrick's boyfriend, random.
Oh, here it is. If I peed my pants, would you pretend that I just got wet from the rain? It's not raining.
It's not raining.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, here we go. This song is called I'm So Sad, I'm So Very Sad. It goes like this. Sad. Yeah. Thank you. Wallace. It's not a race, guys.
It's not a race, guys.
Okay, this next song goes out to the guy who keeps yelling from the balcony. It's called "We Hate You, Please Die."
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
I love this song. Oh my God.
I'm Kieran, man. He be coming through.
You were once a vegan, but now you will be gone.
Be gone, yeah.
Yeah. Amazon.ca. What's the website for that?
Amazon.ca.
Envy. You are incorrigible. Todd, I don't even know the meaning of the word.
Yeah.
He really doesn't.
He really doesn't. Oh, that's one of the best parts, the envy and Todd.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Do you really see a future with this girl? Like, with jetpacks?
Jetpacks, right? Like this guy.
You made me swallow my gum. That's going to be in my digestive tract for 7 years. Just the way that they do it. It's so funny.
Line delivery in this was great.
Yeah.
Line delivery was great.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to get all the Evil X's contact information so I could form this stupid league? Like 2 hours. 2 hours.
Now, I forgot to put that in because I was laughing so hard at it. I was like,
2 hours.
Funny as shit.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's probably about it. There's so many, man.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot. I'm like, there is too many right now.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Here's some stuff from Kim. We are Sex Bomb, and we're here to watch Scott Pilgrim kick your teeth in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sex Bomb.
We are Sex Bomb. We are here to sell out and make money and stuff.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Sell out.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
I'll give him most rewatchable.
Oh, yeah. Most rewatchable scenes, dude.
The opening scene, of course, is great.
Where it's like the 8-bit version of...
Ninja Revolution scene. That's what I...
Yeah, Ninja Revolution.
I don't think that was what it was called.
Because I wanted to call it Dance Dance Revolution. Yeah. But I think it was Ninja Revolution.
I don't know if that was what it was called. That's just what I called it because I'm like, they're ninjas doing DDR.
Because I think the only real names they could use were like for the bands like Clash of Demon Head and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, when they first played that, I thought it was cool. Scott and Ramona's first date.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the best scenes. The Battle of the Bands, the first time.
Yeah, the first time, yeah. With Crash and the Boys. Yeah. Oh, I love this song.
I love the song. Lucas Lee scene.
Anything, Chris Evans, even that little bit of that stupid movie.
Yeah.
When he's in the phone booth.
So dumb. When Scott jumps out the window and Knives pulls up to the house, bro.
Oh my God, yeah. Because she kind of sees him.
Yeah, and he just...
Yeah. And Wallace is trying to keep the door.
Yeah, right. He just left. This guy. The Envy Adams scene.
Oh, yeah.
The performance.
Because isn't there a scene with her in the coffee house?
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the performance and then the fight after that's one of my favorite parts. And then I had the final fight and then the end.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Which is a stretched out version of the whole film, but I didn't go too crazy. But there's some, it flows real well. So it does flow like, it doesn't feel like a collection of scenes. I do think the fights occur naturally. They just kind of shift the tone a little bit for just a second.
Like if the fights weren't so like you said, kind of cartoonish.
They're cartoonish.
Yeah, if they weren't as exaggerated, it would flow better for you.
Yeah, it's goofy, but it's fine. It doesn't kill the movie or anything.
It makes more sense for a comic book. So the fact that they adapted that like literally is kind of amazing.
Which I think is good. Yeah,
it's just in the comics it obviously works better.
Oh yeah, because in the comic I'm expecting to see this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Because it does feel like. Because it's a little bit until you get to the first fight. Yeah. So it feels like just a coming of age, like Lost in Your 20s romance movie. Yeah. And then you're bombarded with this wacky ass fight. So you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
But then you think like a lot of 20-year-olds at that time would have grown up with that stuff and they're kind of their development has been arrested to the point where that's what they think about in their head.
Oh, for sure. No, I think he did it well, man. It's just like, for me, old guy, I was like, man, I was feeling it when it was, just a fun little romance. But no, it's still good.
Do you just call yourself an old guy?
I guess older guy.
Yes, yes.
It's legacy.
Yeah.
Best characters. There's a lot. There's a lot of best and a lot of worst.
Okay, go ahead.
Best, I have Ramona, Knives, Kim, Wallace, Envy, Lucas Lee, and Steven. For worse, I had Scott, Julie, Envy, Lucas Lee, Gideon, Roxy, Stacy, and Neil.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with all those, actually.
Because
I think Scott might also be one of the best, though.
You can say that.
Because without
some my dad, I mean,
but he's the
good.
catalyst.
He is
everything.
He is, but he just gets on my damn nerves. I was like, I wouldn't hang out with Scott.
No,
I definitely wouldn't date his ass.
Yeah,
I'm like, and it ain't even because he think he a Mac Daddy. He just fucking whack. It's just funny. But Ramona's badass.
Yeah,
she looks great in it. It's her best looking role, even more than Death Proof, and she's meant to be sexy in that. I thought Knives was really fun. She's adorable. I love Kim. Kim's just like that. Everybody knows someone like Kim.
Yeah,
it's just negative all the time and hates everything.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you love her. And that's Kim.
Scott, you're the salt of the earth.
Yeah, right.
Thanks. I meant scum of the earth.
Scum of the earth. Yeah.
Thanks.
Fucking dumb. Yeah, I love Kim. Obviously, Wallace is the best character.
Yes,
He's funny as shit.
From the first time I saw the film, I'm like, I love Kieran Culkin.
I was like, Kieran Culkin's great. And I forgot he was in it. And when I was like, oh my God, I forgot how funny Kieran Culkin is in this. And then I was just cracking up. And then Envy, I love Envy because I've heard best and worst because she's an asshole. But like, God, how do you not love Brie Larson in this?
Yes,
The performance, the look, everything was there. She was perfect for that short amount of screen time. She really made a hard impact in that short amount of time. Same with Lucas Lee.
Yeah.
He's an asshole too, so I had him in worst characters.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious.
Yeah, he was so good at
Chris
being
Evans.
an asshole.
Yeah, you love Chris Evans in that small
and his eyebrows.
Yeah. And then Steven was cool. Steven, I think Steven was probably his most, I wouldn't say he was his best friend because I do still think it was Wallace because Wallace was giving him the tough love he needed.
Yeah.
But Steven at least was like
trying to keep him focused.
Trying to keep his head on straight. Like everybody else is just like, you suck, Scott.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Just focus on the band is all you got to do.
Yeah, just play.
He had that
off, man. Yeah. Worst characters I had Scott because Scott just annoys the shit out of me a lot.
He is the worst character in the film.
He is, but he, like you said, I have no argument if you want to put him in your best too because he's a catalyst, pushes it along.
Yeah,
he gets in the situation, and he is funny. Like he does make you laugh.
Yeah,
he's too much sometimes. Julie's negative Nancy.
Oh my God, she is.
Yeah,
she's Debbie Downer.
Yeah, all the time, and she always hating on Scott.
Yeah.
Envy,
but I think she loves Scott. I think she's in love with him.
I think she might.
I think that's what it is
because she knows everything about him. She's always interested in what he's doing. And yes, I also think she loves Scott, and I think Kim still loves Scott too.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why do all these chicks like this anorexic dude? I didn't get it.
Yeah,
but yeah, Scott, Julie was whatever. Envy was worse. She was a bitch, but she was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
same with Lucas Lee. Gideon, he's an asshole.
Yeah. Played
brilliantly by a guy who plays asshole very well.
Yeah.
Jason Schwartzman's always a good asshole.
Wait, what about Todd?
Oh, fuck Todd, too. Todd sucks, too.
It's Vegan Edge.
Todd sucks. He gives vegans bad name. Roxy she's funny as hell, but she also sucks. Yeah. But she is funny.
Behind her knee.
Yeah, behind her knee. No, she said, but to F your BF. Your BF's supposed to get after the B. I'm like, oh my God. You're prepared to die. Obviously. And then Stacy, terrible sister.
Yes.
And Neil, fuck you, man. You tried to bang my ex. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I think he was just naive enough to go along with whatever Knives wanted because he's just he wants to be a part of everything.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
But
young Neil's
way to go about it.
No, but I think he's
you older. No, you're older than her. You're gonna let this little kid manipulate you?
Yes.
Like, yeah. Knives the hottest girl he ever gonna
get. Yeah, probably. So, yes. Yeah, because look, the only other person we've ever seen him get is Ezra Miller.
Yeah, right. You got Ezra Miller. That's funny. Yeah, Ezra Miller, and he hit it.
Yeah,
he was like, no one can know I'm banging you, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's probably banging him.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, and he's tops in my book.
Yeah, he's. All right, nitpicks.
Go ahead.
I said, why didn't Scott just sleep on the couch?
Oh, at Ramona's?
No, at fucking his house.
Oh yeah. Anyways, we don't have a couch.
Why you sleep in the bed with guys having gay sex all the time?
Yeah,
like,
that's true. I never thought about it.
Yeah. And how did Scott pull these baddies? This guy got baddie after baddie after baddie. Listen, Brie Larson, like we said, Aubrey Plaza liked him too. Aubrey Plaza, hell, even Allison Pill. Allison Pill outside of that movie is cute.
Yeah.
Like, and Knives and Ramona.
But Allison Pill in that film is like
she is his type. That's like his prototype.
No, but that's like your type.
Oh yeah, with the red hair and shit and the skin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. But, like, she ain't everybody's flavor.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying.
True, yeah.
I have acquired taste.
Yeah.
Where I'm an alternative dude.
Okay.
As we know, but in this world, maybe because like Ramona's considered like top level in this world.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you put Ramona in regular world, people are like, oh, weird freaky chick with blue purple hair.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So so this is a different kind of vibe. It is Canada. So I don't know if that's like, if the girls are walking around looking like Ramona up in Canada, then shit, man, I might be in the wrong country. No, but because I just loved her looking there. What were your nitpicks? You have any?
Honestly, I've never had nitpicks with this film.
Yeah.
And that's terrible to say.
No, that's not, dude. You love it. It flows. It's it does flow. Like, it flew by. Like, it's what, hour and 52? That shit flew by.
You're right though. Like, why didn't he just sleep on the couch?
Yo, that's what I'm like. Why sleep on the couch, bro? Yeah. I mean, obviously it's funny for the movie, but it's like,
I guess that's why.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, all right, you're about to bang Tim and Brad. All right, I'm definitely not in here.
Yeah, for that. I don't want to be a part of a human centipede.
Right, bro. Yeah, God, I'm gonna end up in it somehow. No, I'm good. Recasting couch. Okay,
right, this is tough, man, and I really couldn't come up with much other than what we had texted earlier.
I got some stuff.
So I might just have to spitball it here with what you have.
I got some stuff. All right, Scott, who you got?
Remember, I said Tom Holland's the only guy.
That's who I got to. I got him too.
And think about
it. Right now, he's the only guy who's got that build, that attitude.
Yeah,
he's the right age and enough star power.
If this was like 40 years ago, I'd say Michael J. Fox.
Oh, he would have definitely been this guy.
And he's Canadian.
Years ago, and he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Like I said, if this was when it came out, I would have went like maybe Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
There's some dudes who could have played it throughout time. Because, like, Chalamet can't be Scott. He's too cool.
Yeah.
Good looking. So I'm like, people be like, yeah. It would actually make more sense that he got all these chicks if he was Chalamet.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland, I agree. Ramona, who'd you have?
I honestly couldn't think of anyone right now in that age group.
Really?
Yeah, which is terrible.
A lot I thought of.
Who? Tell me.
I picked Saoirse Ronan.
I thought you might.
That's who I like because she looks good with colored hair.
I was gonna say I've seen her with blue hair.
Yep, like she looks good with colored hair. Yeah, she's pretty, but she's not like.
But she's not
pretty to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, she's just way out of Scott's league. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? Like,
is she like too skinny?
I don't think so. Not right now. Now she's getting a little bit older.
Okay.
She's starting to. I mean, she's still slim, but she's starting to fill out a little bit more. When she was in Brooklyn, though, she had more weight on her.
Okay.
But I think right now she's a good size. We could also go. I was also thinking Anya Taylor, but I have her for somebody else.
Okay.
Later down here.
Yeah.
But I thought of them too.
Okay.
I'm going with Saoirse Ronan.
And I know how you feel about Saoirse Ronan. So.
Bro. She's one of the best in the game. Her, Kate Blanchett, Emily Blunt, them three, they're going so hard right now.
Would your other girl be like too short?
Rachel?
No.
Florence?
Yes.
I was thinking she's too short, she's a little too curvy, I think.
Oh, okay. But see, if you look at like how the character is actually drawn, like she's not as tall as she probably should be.
Yeah, I'm like, because Mary Elizabeth's probably like 5'8" or 9.
But like Ramona is a little curvy the way she's drawn.
The way she is drawn, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they gave her those tubey legs. He gave her those tube legs.
Yeah.
But, I mean, shit. I think Florence Pugh is too short, though, man. Ramona's tall.
Yeah,
that's got it like eye level.
But she wears the boots, rollerblades.
Blades, the skates.
Yeah,
right. She does skate. She don't always skate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but she has like
Florence Pugh's big face is too fucking pretty. I think she's too pretty.
Ramona.
Yeah. Florence Pugh, bro, she got an angel face. That's her best feature. So
okay, Saoirse Ronan, we got it.
Saoirse Ronan's there. She's the GOAT. She's only 30 and she's already a legend. How is that possible? All right, Julie. I went with Jenna Ortega.
That's what I was going to say.
For the attitude.
Yeah, because she's the only one that could be like
that snappy attitude.
Yes.
That's why I went with Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, especially after watching Wednesday.
Yes. So I was like, you're going to like who I picked for Wallace. It's someone you wouldn't think I would pick.
Because I said Bowen Yang, remember?
You said Bowen Yang, which I do like.
Yeah, but just because of his attitude, I think it could come across very well.
I went with Dylan O'Brien, who played Aykroyd in Saturday Night.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he would just play this well.
You know what? That would actually work, I think, really well. Because after watching Saturday Night, he could do anything.
He could do anything. I think he would play this well, like the sarcastic gay dude.
So for his sister, do you have your girl Rachel? Because she would probably...
She could play his sister. Yeah. I actually went with somebody a little lesser known, but you probably know. We'll get there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I do.
Yeah.
I kind of do like you're going with Rachel. Yeah. That could definitely work too. But I was like,
you know what? Dylan O'Brien could probably.
I think he could do it.
He might be able to do anything right now.
Bowen Yang could do it too.
Bowen Yang, if they want to have a gay man playing a gay man.
A gay man, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I wanted to go with a straight guy.
Yeah. Since Kieran
was straight, and I think that makes the character a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because he plays it straight, but he is convincingly gay too.
Yes, yeah.
And I think Dylan O'Brien would bring that same kind of energy.
Yeah, and after seeing him as Dan Aykroyd,
dude, I was like, I'm like, this guy clearly can watch and study, and figure it out. Like him and the dude who played Chevy. What the fuck was his name?
Corey
Michael Smith.
Yes,
them two were.
See, we have to say their full names just to give them credit.
Yes, because they were
fucking
incredible. I just got that on Blu-ray.
Did
finally.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Got it. All right, so for Kim, I actually went with someone I went with Anya Taylor.
Okay, I thought maybe once.
Yeah, that's who I went with Kim, because I was like, one of them. Both of these bitches gonna be in this movie.
Yeah,
I was like, so I don't know who they gonna play.
Wait,
but we needed young faces.
Yeah. And
I'm like, all the heavy hitters right now are older.
So who would you have for Envy? Would it make sense because she looks young to have someone like if Taylor Swift or somebody would do it?
Dude, that would be lit.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I think Taylor Swift would be good.
Because look, she still looks like she's in her 20s anyway.
Yeah, dude, she can definitely pull off.
And obviously she has the musical background.
Yeah, the voice wouldn't be a problem.
And she would, just for those like 10 or 15 minutes, she could kill it.
Dude, I think she would be a good Envy, actually. Yeah. That's actually awesome. I love that for... Because she's only in the movie like a total 10 fucking minutes, probably. So I'm like...
But she's like the over...
Her character does, she looms over everything. So
because even Knives is like, I read her blog.
Yeah, she's like, when she finds out he dated her when she goes like anime face.
Oh yeah,
that shit is funny as hell.
And she's like,
is this? And all that did was made her want him even more.
And she's like, I kissed the lips that kissed your lips.
Your lips. Yeah, I'm like, all that did is made her want him even more. She's like, who is? She's like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? Jeez. So, I mean, to her, bro, he was looking like Brad Pitt. Like, shit. But,
recast now. Scott Pilgrim's going to be played by Brad Pitt. Just de-age him a little bit.
De-age him a lot. I mean, he doesn't look old, but I mean, he's 62, I think. So I'm like, dude. Like, he's cheating in life, too. Like, you look like that at 62? What the fuck? Yeah, so I went with ATJ for her. Who would you like for Kim?
That's a tough one because I'm trying to think it like
somebody else who can be snappy too. She got a little snappy attitude too.
Well, what about the girl that's in Wednesday with Jenna Ortega?
The roommate?
Yeah, the roommate.
She could be good too.
Yeah.
Or even like, what's her name? Sophia Lillis, the redhead from the It movies and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she was in that one show I was telling you about.
Yeah, that show.
You know what? She would be really good.
If you want to go redhead,
yeah.
She's red H too.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be a better choice. Sorry, Anya Taylor. You might not be in this movie.
She could be Envy.
She could be Envy too. She could be Envy too.
Yeah.
I do like Taylor Swift though.
I know.
I know. Now I want to put Taylor Swift in it.
I know, and I wonder if she would do it just to.
I think she would.
Just to kind of be like, I can do whatever.
I can do anything. Yeah. She's like, she would think it's fun. She'd be like, it was just something fun to do.
Yeah.
You know? So she would take it serious too. So yeah, I would like that. Okay, for Kim then, I actually think we should go with Sophia Lillis.
Okay.
All right, Gideon. Gideon was like the hardest one.
Yeah, who?
I went with Chalamet.
Really?
Yeah, because like I was thinking about how old Jason Schwartzman would have been in there.
Yeah,
he's probably like 30 in the movie.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm like,
Chalamet's
right about 30. So I was like,
and you know what? If you want to make him look like a total creep, have him have that mustache.
That's what I was like, bro. You put
that
a
little rat mustache.
Give him like a weird little do
shit.
something with his hair, yeah. And like Chalamet can do anything. The dude can sing, dance, act, play guitar, play sports. Dude can literally, dude was born to be talented. He's like Justin Bieber, so he could do it, and it's actually a bigger role than it appears to be because like the whole third act, he's kind of the main villain.
He's the main. Or the male version of Envy.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Because he's the reason Ramona's
there. And he's kind of Scott's main nemesis. Yeah. Really. So that would it's a bigger role than it probably seems to be. And I think Chalamet would be funny.
You know, Chalamet, that would be good.
He's funny as shit. Like him on SNL and shit, that motherfucker's funny.
So you would need a woman who is taller. So you're right, Pugh would not be good.
Pugh is too short. She's like 5'2", dude. So I'm like, that's when like Saoirse Ronan's like 5'6", 5'7". That's
and then
roller skating.
Just give her, and the boots Ramona wears are huge anyway.
It's 3-4 inches. So I'm like, bro. So she'll be 5'10" by the time we're done with her. You know what I mean? So and Chalamet is 5'10" or 11, something like that. And she might even be taller than Tom Holland. But they were eye level, so it's perfect. So her with no boots, eye level. You know, might just have to give her some sneakers. Give her some Nikes, you know what I mean? Some Jordans.
I can figure out. Have Tom Holland stand on a box.
Yeah, bro. Give him the Tom Cruise. Give him the flips.
Yes.
Tom Cruise. For knives, I picked 3 people.
Yeah, please, because I
shuffle through. Because I know you're probably fun young ass Asian actors.
Well, I was thinking of like Stephanie Sue or whatever from Everything. Cool. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was like, I thought of her too. Of course, thought about Awkwafina. I'm like, Awkwafina's not pretty enough, and she's too old.
Yeah, and her voice would annoy people. Because if she's not being like an Awkwafina character, her voice would annoy the hell out of you. Yeah, even though I love it because it's Awkwafina.
Yeah, or if the movie was in the language she actually speaks. Yeah. That'd be good. Because I watched a movie with her where she's actually speaking her language, and it was a dramatic film. She was really good.
That's awesome.
I was like, wow, I didn't even laugh at you. I mean, of course you made me laugh here and there, but it was not a comedy. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, every Asian actress I thought of initially, I'm like, bro, they're too old. And I was like, we're going to have to go to the late 20s, early 30s. It's that simple. So I thought about Lisa from Blackpink. It's a K-pop band. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
They're actually really fire, bro.
Okay.
She actually performed at the Oscars.
Oh, really? Did she do one of the James Bond themes?
Yes. That chick. So
okay.
I'm going to show you her. Like, she still looks young enough, dude. Like, but she's fucking hot.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, she's super pretty. She's 27, but like...
Yeah, I mean, put her in a schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah, and that's like, dude, Blackpink, like, they be wearing that kind of shit, like her group. Like, she's sick. Yeah, she's musical already.
Yeah.
Even though Knives doesn't do anything musically.
No, but
she knows music, so that's cool. She's only 26.
Yeah, you know what?
Like,
that sounds good.
She could, or we could go Jeong Jong So. Here, I'll show you her. She's in this awesome movie called Burning. She's a little bit older. I think she's 30, but she still looks young. She's a more traditional Asian looking than Lisa. Cutie.
Maybe her.
You like her?
I hate to say, because I think
the more innocent look she has. Yes, that's why I thought of her too.
Because Ellen Wong was perfect.
She was really good. And I even had one more who's even a little bit older than her, but still looks young. Park So-Dam, who I'm a huge fan of.
You've said that name before.
She is. Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh.
Only she was young.
If only she wasn't Brad Pitt's age.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, if only she was 30 plus years younger.
She might be it. Look at that face.
Face, she just so... Yeah,
because she has to have those innocent moments.
Eyes and looks. Yeah, so
yes,
dude, she just looks so
wholesome.
All right, we'll go Park So-Dam.
Okay,
and she's old as
wow.
But I mean, she's my age, Wow. She's nice. You know what it is? Like, I think she's good looking, but she's really good. Like, when I watch her and shit, I'm like, oh man, she's one of them actresses that raps you over her performances.
Well, here's who we could have too. Also, now that you're talking about it, hold on here. Maybe not.
How old? Too old?
No. She's in her mid-20s, but she's a porn star.
Oh, yeah. She'll ruin Scott's life. Yeah, she'll put it on Scott like he ain't never had it.
Yeah, he'll be like, wait, what?
I mean, if we were going that route, I could have definitely thought of some other way.
No. The last girl you showed.
All right, we'll go with Parky So-Dam for Nas. Yeah. Stacy, I went with Maud Apatow.
Oh, you know what?
Judd
Apatow's daughter.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought I just watched her in one of them days, and I was like, she'd be perfect.
And she was in The King of Staten Island or whatever with, she's good.
She's good. And she's in Euphoria, which is really good.
Yeah.
For Sneven, I went with your boy, Noah Schnapp.
Oh, yeah, from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought he'd be good, Steven. It's not a crazy role. We don't need nobody, crazy.
The kid who plays Dustin in Stranger Things, I think he's actually in a band.
Oh, all right.
I think he actually has a band.
Maybe we'll get him. It really He's got to be a younger guy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the dudes from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's what when you go with these young movies, you got to think of them guys.
Yeah.
And for Neil, I went with Austin Abrams. He's also in Euphoria. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
He was in this. He just did that movie Wolves with Brad and.
The name sounds familiar.
This dude here.
Why does he look like Bizarro Chalamet?
Bizarro Chalamet.
He's like if you order Timothy Chalamet on Wish.
On Wish. The Temu version, as they call it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is Temu now.
Temu.
Yeah, that's Temu Chalamet.
Temu Chalamet. Yeah, I mean, I thought of him.
Yeah, I mean
it's a young dude.
You don't really.
He's not that important. Neil's not that important. He's like the least important of the friends, so I forgot about his ass.
Yeah.
All right, director.
This was a tough one because Edgar Wright put his signature on everything.
He put his stamp on this. Is very much an Edgar Wright film. Because halfway through it, I'm like, wait, who the fuck directed? I'm like, this feels like Edgar Wright. And I was like, oh, yeah. Right. Oh, I forgot who directed it.
All right, so who do you have?
I had two.
Okay.
And you can pick which one you like more. One of them's an older guy who you would think would probably be out of touch with this kind of stuff.
Steven Spielberg.
Nope.
Martin Scorsese.
Could you imagine this movie if Martin Scorsese Derby guns involved? People would get literally murdered.
Yeah. He would just de-age Robert De Niro to be Scott.
would play Scott. Or no, Leo would play Scott.
Yeah.
De Niro would play Gideon.
Yeah.
Be funny as shit. Joe Pesci would be somewhere there. He'd play one of the exes. I went with Oliver Stone.
Oh, wow.
And I thought about The Doors, and I thought about Natural Born Killers. And this movie felt like it could be both of those in rehab.
So then you got me thinking now, Because this guy's still directing. What about like a Robert Zemeckis?
He can do it too. You know what I thought about too? Your boy Cameron Crowe.
Oh yeah, because Cameron Crowe loves
Let's go with the music. Stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, Robert Zemeckis.
But he would make it all computer animated.
This hasn't fucking made anything in a while that I've really liked. He's made some decent stuff.
Yeah.
But nothing I was like...
You're not blown away by it.
I think Flight was the last really good movie.
With Denzel Washington? Yeah.
I think that was the last Zemeckis movie I really, really liked. Because he did Man Called Otto, right?
Yeah, I believe he did.
That was decent.
And that other that
he just
Tom
did this
Hanks,
other new Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, with Robin Wright.
They've done a fucking million movies.
Yeah.
That looked bad to me. But I'd watch it, but it looked bad. Oh.
Well, who's your other pick?
Greta Gerwig.
That might actually be perfect.
Yeah, put the fun in it.
Yeah.
She likes music, she likes colors, she likes action.
Her and like Noah Baumbach.
If they co-directed,
yeah,
like that's what I thought of him too. I was like, the two of them would really make this work.
Yeah, because think about what she was able to do with Barbie.
Yeah.
And that color scheme and stuff, she can take.
And if we're taking Saoirse Ronan as Ramona,
oh yeah,
Greta's already. And if we got Chalamet in here too, as getting these are already. She's worked with a lot of these people here.
Yeah,
so I'm like, Greta might be the choice. I just thought of Oliver Stone because like
that would be interesting.
He can do these like weird action movies, and he's good with music. So,
but with him, would they end up like murdering more?
Maybe,
almost like a Scorsese.
Maybe. And I thought, like, is he a little bit too out of touch to do a movie that's this youthful?
I don't know, because all the video game references are like from the 80s.
They're from his, he was probably playing this shit. He was like,
because even though he was directing then, it's like he was still
young.
Yeah, he was probably in his 30s.
He needed downtime, right?
Yeah,
shit, he played Mario in between writing and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. He just, I thought it. But Greta Gerwig's probably the better choice.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah, especially with the colors and man, Greta's got to be it. She's the perfect age.
Yeah.
She still can relate to this young shit, so.
Either that or your Coralie, who just did Substance.
Coralie Farger can do anything, in my opinion. Matter of fact, let's just get Coralie to do it.
Yeah.
Just to give her some work.
Yeah,
Hey, Coralie, let's get some work.
So Demi Moore.
Could Demi Moore be in this, right?
Yeah, could she be Ramona?
Yo, can we just geriatric the role?
Yeah,
She be Ramona and Brad can be fucking Sky.
We mentioned it anyway.
There we go. This would be,
Yeah.
Let's be the legacy Pilgrim versus the world.
Legacy Pilgrim.
And Jason Schwartzman can just play Gideon again.
Yeah,
now he's 15 some years older.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, we'll go with Greta though. Coralie would be fun. We'll go with Greta. Unanswerable questions. I think there's really only one.
Like what happens?
What happens? Do Scott and Ramona make it?
Do they survive?
Do they survive?
Their relationship.
I think they'll live. But
they will live.
Yeah, that was the only one I had.
Scott has earned the power of self-respect.
Prop you want from the movie? Good shit in it.
There is. I know you want Lucas Lee's skateboard.
I would take that. I had something else though. I did think about that, but I had something else that looked fun to me as well.
That mallet?
Nope. The Ninja Dance game.
Oh, yeah.
That shit looked fun as hell. The way they played it, the way they did it like a dance routine and shit, it looked fun.
Yeah.
I was like, this would be fun if you had a homie that y'all are both really good at this game. I was like, but I would take Lucas Lee's skateboard.
I'd take Scott's jacket.
I would take his hat.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
your hair's getting shaggy.
It's getting shaggy, yeah. And then they showed that. Like, what the hell? I would take, although I couldn't wear them myself, I thought Ramona's sweaters that matched her hair.
Oh, yeah.
The little furry 90s looking ones.
Yes.
Love those. I can't wear them. Maybe on Halloween or something, but no. So, but yeah.
You're going to dress up as Ramona for Halloween?
I look good as a dark Ramona.
You would.
Dark Ramona has a beard now.
If you dressed up as Popeye's girlfriend, you could be a Black Olive.
I could be a Black Olive. Unfortunately, I have to I don't know. She's I'm skinny. They think I was a Black Bluto.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
That's terrible.
But yeah, so what would you take? Scotch jacket?
Yeah, Scotch jacket, I think. Yeah. That's
Scotch
funny.
jacket. I'm taking the ninja dance game.
Yeah.
All right, so let's give it a grade.
I give it an A, at least a lower A.
I'm gonna give it. See, before we started talking about it, I was in like the 87, 8 range.
Oh,
but
really?
now I think I'm at a 90. So I'm gonna give it an A minus, 90%. It's a fun time. It's very rewatchable.
Yeah.
If you grew up with, if you were my age when this, because dude, like I did like the movie. I liked it when it came out. But like my friends were obsessed with this movie.
Really?
Yeah, they loved because we were 18 when it came around.
And this movie blew up like when it came out on video.
Yeah,
or
that's
DVD.
what. Yes, because like, bro, my boy was like, Scott Pilgrim dropped on DVD today. I'm going to Best Buy today. We're watching it today, and we
really,
we went and got it. We watched it.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, that's pretty good. He was like, this is one of the best movies I ever watched. And he still talks about it to this day.
Wow.
Yeah, he loves it. He was
wow.
like, Scott Pilgrim was one of the best. But he's a big rock music guy.
Yeah.
You know, he likes goofy love stories. He loves Michael Cera.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, it was like it made sense for him. But I know a lot of people. I had this black girl work for me, dark-skinned black girl, super nerdy. She was super cool. We were talking about movies. I was like, what's your favorite movie? She was like, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, of course.
Really?
I was like, really?
Really?
I was like, that's not what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but I definitely wasn't Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, everything but.
Yeah, I was
Scott
like,
Pilgrim.
I didn't think she was like,
because it's kind of the whitest movie ever.
Yeah. I was like, there is one Asian character in it. I was like, she was like, dude, she was like, Ramona was so fine. She was like, I loved her. She was like,
wow.
She was like, I wanted to be her. I was like a lot of girls wanted to be Ramona when they were younger. So yeah, it was funny. I thought that was interesting. I was not expecting her to say that.
Yeah, that is weird.
But then as I got to know her, I was like, it makes sense. You're a weird kid. You know, she was a dorky girl in the manga and shit like that.
Oh yeah, because
she was a cool little chick.
Because Scott Pilgrim, the books are set up that way.
Mm-hmm.
So you just don't read them in reverse.
No.
No, you don't.
No. So Michael Cera, time continues. Lego Batman next.
Yes, Lego Batman next, and then
what did we just fucking say?
Yeah, we just
Edgar Wright, Baby Driver.
Yeah, Baby Driver. That's it. Yes,
for sure.
And then
Kevin Spacey.
And then after that, if you want to do Igby Goes Down,
Kieran Culkin. Kieran Culkin. Yeah. Oscar winner.
Yeah,
Kieran Culkin.
Oscar-winning actor Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin. That's crazy.
All right, so we have the next 3
weeks planned now. Yep.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Share. I know people who love Scott Pilgrim, so go ahead and send them.
Yes.
I'm Don.
I'm Jamie.
This is Current Report.